Hi everyone, welcome to Karen from Tuesday's I keep saying Tuesdays, Tilley's Beginner's Tips video. Today I'm bringing you the lovely label Pick a Punch. It actually coordinates with the Lovely You stamp set, which is this one. And I wanted to bring you this. It helps you line up your stamps to hopefully get a perfect punch each time. Now, like I said at the beginning, Tilley's Beginner's Tips. However, I learnt this the other day off a lovely lady called Jez from No.11, and I will put a link to her blog in the description of this video. And I think Jez said to me that she found this tip on our on one of the other groups. But it was Jez that I watched, so I'm going to show you how to do it. So what you need, this triple punch, it's great because you've got two ends, so you've got 3 ends that you can punch out in this design and 3 ends in this design. Now these measure, the smallest one is 1/2 inch, then it goes up to 3 1/4 inches and 1 inch, and that's the same on both sides. So what we do is I got some acetate and I cut out the coordinating strips. So in 3/4 inch, 1/2 inch, no sorry, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch and 1 inch. And then what I did is I got 3 coloured card strips and I punched out these ends. Now I've done this side, so I'm going to do this side with you. So, because with these ones, when you get them in, sometimes they can go all wobbly. So have a look and make sure you've lined it up. And then we're cutting out this bit and we're keeping these little bits. So same again with this one. Have I done the right end? Yeah. Knowing me, I'd probably do the wrong end. And then just checking it's lined up. Keep that one and then do the diddy one. Let's make sure it's lined up again and just cut it out wherever my end's gone. Oops. Typical, isn't it? There it is. I knew it was in there somewhere. And then what you're doing, let me just grab my silicone mat if I can find it. There it is. And then what we do then, let's get a silicone mat, because then if you spill any glue, it's not going to stick to anything. This is the fiddly bit. So you just get some glue on here, like so. I've got a pair of tweezers. I'm struggling at the minute to pick things up, so these tweezers are helping. And then you just line it up with the edge of the acetate. Like so. I was looking at this thinking, no idea how this is going to work. And I was nicely surprised when I worked out, oh, that's what it does. Because I was thinking, oh, if you put it on the acetate strip and stick the strip in, so I've got a bit of glue on there, but it doesn't matter. You're going to chop the acetate strip off every time. But no, it doesn't work like that. Oh, see what I mean? Fingers not working. Genius idea. I have got a couple of other videos to show you with a couple of the other punches that I've done this to, that makes it easier, but I'm just going to show you this one for today. So as you can see, set them up, we've got that end all done and that end all done to match both sides of the punch. Right, and this is where the magic happens. So I've already stamped up. I've pinched some stamps out of this lovely U because I know they coordinate, but you could do this with any of your stamps that you had. Just get a bit of memento. So for the first one, and what happens is you get hold of your stick, and when you put it on here, this shows you how far away you need to be from the end without your sentiment getting cut off. So you line it up like that, and I know I need to be away from there, and I can just pop it in like that. I know it's not quite straight, but I can't get my head over in the camera. So I've done that one. Whoops, it's still a bit sticky at that end. And let's get the other one. Let's get the other one in there. This is for the second one. And again, I'm looking, you have to excuse the wobbliness of it. There we go. It's not straight, but it's only a demonstration that you can see when you put that on, when you cut it out, you know you're not going to cut the end. So pop this back in. Which end was that? It was the fancy end, wasn't it? So just make sure it's straight, and you can see spot on. And the same with this one. Make sure it's level. Oops. Well, I'm holding it to me and you can't see what I'm doing. So just make sure it's level in the punch, and then you can see perfect. Now you're saying, well, I've done that end, what do we do with the other end? Simples. You turn your stencil round. Now this is the good thing, because on some of mine I like to put little flowers and stuff like that, so you can put it however long or short you want it. So if you just wanted a little tiny sentiment, you can move it right down, or like me, I like bigger ones. So I'm just going to line that up there, get my snips, chop it off, put it back in, chop it. Perfect. Well, it's not perfect actually, because as you can see I've put it in wonky. I'm not looking, so I'm going to cut that off again. I've still got plenty of room. You can do it that when you're not got a camera above you. So pop it in, turn it over. Can you see how it's gone wonky? So this is where you need to just straighten it up a little bit. That looks straight now. Perfect. Brilliant. And we'll do the same with this one. So we'll get the next one up. And again, this one, I'm just going to leave a little tiny bit of room so I can get a little flower or a fleur-de-lis. This stamp set has a little fleur-de-lis in it, which is quite nice. So I'm going to do the same again. Pop it in. I'm going to turn it over. Make sure it's straight on both sides and pop. Perfect. How clever is that? And then again, so you want to layer them up. So this one's going to be layered on here, and I'll show you with the other end this time, because it doesn't matter. You can layer these with the others, or you can layer them with the same one. It's entirely up to you. Actually, I'll do this one in the same one. I'll do this one in the same one, and I'll do the other one. So I'm just going to pop that in, turn it over again, make sure, is that level? So that's nice and level. So I know my sentiment strip's going to go on there. Where's my end? Get my end and have a look where I want it. So that looks about level to me. I'm going to chop that off and pop it in, turn it over again to make sure it's level. Perfect. See that it matches up lovely. What we'll do, put it on straight. Tell you what, I'll glue it down, you might be able to see it then. There we go. So that's laid up nicely on there. And the same with this one. We need the big one. I will show you the big one because I don't mind mixing ends. Right. So I might want a bigger border on this one. So just do it nicely like that. Get them bigger end. So I can see roughly, I want to come in a bit. About there, I think. So again, let's chop it off and we'll bob it in the other side this time. Turn it over, check it's straight. It's just not a little bit straight on there. That's it. Wonderful. There we go. And that's that one. Keep these because I can use them on some projects later. I know it's sort of my hands, but they just aren't working proper. But there you go. That's my Tilley's tip today, where I've learnt something too through watching Jez. But I hope you've enjoyed that and it is of some help for you. But there's the stencils. Oops, I'll put it round the right way. So that's all one end of the punch. This is all the other end of the punch, and that's my sentiment. So I hope that's been useful. If you tune in next week, I will have another one with I've got 2 different punches that you can do the same principle with, and I'll give you a quick demo on those as well. So thank you very much for joining me. Hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.